Saying I don't know how to live is already one brave way to live.
Saying I don't know how to live is already one brave way to live. You walked in with all your failures like a backpack you can't lift.
From 18 up to 88, no experience to give.
Still you came and wrote your name down.
That's the bravest thing you did.
Saying I don't know how to live is already one brave way to live. By the sea a sign is hanging, little campus by the waves. White sand school starting over, doors are open, flags awake.
On the board in chalk it's written, slightly crooked, slightly bright.
Age 18 to 88,
no experience required.
not a job skills training program, not a cram school for success. Just some courses titled softly, like a hand upon your chest.
How to make peace with your past self, how to finally take a breath,
how to let yourself fall gently for a love that's just
average.
First-hander is a lawyer with a ring mark on her hand. She once stitched up broken marriages, then watched her own heart crash. On her badge beneath her first name, there's a line she has to choose. She writes marriage in small letters,
lips still tasting of old truths.
Then an engineer walks slowly, cardboard box of last month's desk. Recently laid off, he circles work and tries to joke, I'm next.
A young man comes in behind them with a cap pulled down so low.
Under what you want to restart,
he writes how I talk to the world.
Last a grandpa with deep wrinkles, favorite shirt and nervous grin.
He picks up the same white label,
taps his pen
and stares at it.
He writes love and adds in brackets
how to date when old and scared.
Holds it up and laughs out loudly,
shaking off the salty air. Charlene stands before the whiteboard, mic in hand and knees a bit weak. Says this school won't have transfer exams, only how you shift your beliefs.
This is not about becoming someone shiny, someone new.
It's about saying, as I am now,
I still wanna learn what's true. Some of you broke down in cities, some of you just
quietly froze.
Here you don't need entrance scores,
just the courage to be exposed.
Charlene breathes and looks around them, at their badges, at their chests.
Says, if all you bring today is I'm not good at life,
that's blessed.
Saying I don't know how to live is already one brave way to live.
Yeah, you put marriage, work, and friendship on a sticker, let it stick. You wrote parents, self, and love in like unanswered little tests.
Still you walked into this classroom
with your trembling, open chest, saying I don't know how
to live is already one brave way to live.
Saying I don't know how to live. They line up to get their name tags, print in plastic simple strings.
Behind each name a second column,
what you wanna try again.
One says friendship with myself,
one says talking with my mom.
One just writes learning to rest without calling myself a bum.
When the grandpa slowly raises wrinkled fingers in the air,
he asks, do you have any classes
where I can relearn how to date? For a moment there is silence, then the whole room bursts in laughs.
Even Charlene hides a giggle,
mic still shaking in her hand. Grandpa grins and adds, I'm serious, I forgot how to be sweet. just a man who feels.
And the laughter turns to softness
As they see themselves in him.
all the years of being useful,
Now enrolled in
learning me. Domesic leans against the doorway, marker ink on both his palms.
says
Our curriculum is simple,
less perfection.
more just calm.
We have how to be less forceful, how to fare without collapse,
How to love in ways that look small,
but feel truer than your past.
this is not a place for winners to get even more ahead.
This is where the ones half drown and say,
I want to breathe instead. If the only thing you manage this semester, this whole year,
is to say,
I don't know living,
but I
choose to still be here. Saying I don't know how to live
is already one brave way to live.
You don't need a polished story just to take this very seat.
From the lawyer,
From the engineer, from the troll who changed his script,
from the grandpa
who wants romance back, all their hearts are first date kids. On the sign outside the building, ocean wind keeps lifting ink, reads school law. You're not a failed marriage expert. You're someone who's never been loved by love.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
Not rewriting all your systems, just one line where you breathe well.
You're not late code that needs wiping. You're a page that still can tell.
I can move though I feel broken. That's the bravest kind of spell.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
Restarting isn't being someone else.
It's choosing one small step for yourself.
At 40 he leaves the building with the cardboard box and badge.
One senior on all the emails, now just sorry, that is that.
He keeps hearing all the whispers from the younger floors above.
Middle-aged and obsolete now, he's too old to read a book.
In his head it sounds like error. You have missed your dreaming age. All his functions flagged deprecated, all his lines marked turn the page. So he packs up all his titles, all his late nights, all his pride. Says, I guess my update's over, lets the future close outside.
In white sand, small classroom later, he sits on the last back seat, hides behind his worn-out hoodie, typing notes like frantic script. He treats starting over lectures like new software to install.
Bullet points like documentation.
Step 1, don't collapse at all.
He writes headers, subline numbers, organizes every word.
As if change is just a manual. He can memorize and learn.
But his eyes avoid the window where the sea keeps breathing slow.
He is here, but he is nowhere.
Just a processor on hold. Then Doomsick hands out a worksheet, 10 blank years in quiet rows.
Says, this time no KPIs, no job titles, no payrolls.
Just describe your daily pictures, how your mornings feel and taste.
What you see when you wake slowly.
What you'd like to not erase. Pen in hand, he starts by writing.
Stable income, steady firm.
Company won't crash,
No layoffs,
never fight again. Each term,
Doomsick smiles and gently circles every fearful little phrase.
says, these are all anti-nightmares.
Where's the life you wanna taste? Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
Not just never get laid off.
But how do I want mornings felt?
If your map is only don't fall, you'll forget you're made to walk.
Put one line that isn't safety.
Just I like this kind of dawn.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
Restarting isn't being someone else.
It's choosing one small step for yourself.
On the same row sits a grandpa, 70 and soft but bright.
He draws boxes filled with coffee, grandkids, seaside village lights.
In his 10-year chart he scribbles,
Drink one perfect cup each day.
afternoons to play with grandson.
Visit white sand once a year.
The engineer stares surprised at all the little simple squares.
No promotion, no insurance lines, no preventing future scares.
He leans over, almost whispering,
Aren't you scared you're running out?
time is short, you're past your limit.
Doesn't that still freak you out?
Grandpa laughs, his eyes like wrinkles folded into softer truth.
Says, because my time is smaller, I won't waste it fearing soon.
If I spend what's left, just panic that I'll never catch up, kid.
I'll have died still running circles round a race I never picked.
Then he points at the young man's paper-filled
The stable filled with domes.
Says you're 40, saying too late.
While I'm 70 in this room.
What do you think I'm doing here if not practicing too late?
If being late disqualifies us,
Why'd I sign up?
why'd I wait?
Doomsick steps back to the whiteboard, draws
One tiny single dot.
says restart doesn't mean new person.
It means one more choice you've got.
Not become your younger version.
Not erase your years of pain.
Just today I'll make one decision
That is mine.
not fears again.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
From don't fire me to I'd like mornings with some homemade aids and help.
From don't lose what I achieved
To maybe I could learn to rest.
from I'm late to I'm still breathing.
That's a version of your best.
Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself. Restarting isn't being someone else. It's choosing one small step for yourself.
you stop being only who you were that day.
Healing doesn't mean you didn't harm.
It means you stop being only who you were that day. You can't erase the stone you threw, but you can choose to drop the next one on the way.
You can't rewrite the broken headline, can't unsay what you once said.
But you don't have to keep living as the hand that always threads.
Healing doesn't mean you didn't harm.
It means you stop being
Only who you were that day. Healing doesn't mean you didn't harm.
It means you stop being
Only who you were that day.
He was 20, bored and angry with the screen to hide behind. Every comment felt like power, every burn a little high. He picked one bright, fragile person as the target of his jokes. Tight with friends at 3 in the morning, fed the fire, stoked the smoke.
Then one day the news was different, no more selfies, just one note. All the jokes turned into sirens, all the memes to heavy stones. He watched headlines say collapse, now under treatment, out of sight. Saw his username and screenshots like a bruise in someone's life.
Running away and showing up in white sand.
So he closed all of his accounts down, threw his phone into a drawer.
Said if I just disappear now,
maybe it won't hurt no more.
but the silence had an echo like a voice he couldn't mute. Every night replayed the thread where he took part in that abuse. He escaped to Weiss and Village, worked for bed and worked for food. Told himself he's just a worker, not a student. I renewed when they wrote his name on roll sheets for the school is starting over. He said take it off the paper, I'm not someone you can cover.
I don't deserve healing.
He tells Charlene, I'm the reason someone almost lost their life. You can't put me in your classroom with your hurt but brave good guys.
I'm not victim, I'm the problem, I'm the one you warn about.
All your posters saying don't give up, they're not meant for me, I'm out.
Charlene listens, doesn't argue, just let silence hold his rage.
Then she says, who told you healing
Is a price for being saved. Healing doesn't mean you didn't harm. It means you stopped being only who you were that day.
If you're only the one who hurt, then your story never changed.
You think closing down your profile shuts your guilt and shuts your shame.
But you also closed the window
Where your life could still be saved. Healing doesn't mean you didn't harm.
That means you stop being only.
Ooh, it means you stop being only who you are that day.
One late evening, Charlotte opens up an envelope from far. It's from that same public figure who once lived beneath the scars. They had heard about this hater now in white sand by the coast.
They don't ask for confrontation, don't demand his face or post.
In the letter it is written, if he ever wants to live,
If he ever starts to choose life, tell him something just for me.
I don't want my open wounds here to become his final push. I don't wish my pain to turn into the rope around his throat. I won't say that I forgive him, I don't know if I can yet.
But I hope he doesn't use me as his reason to forget.
Next day, don't take sets and exercise, hands out empty folded cards. Says write letters of apology to someone you have scarred.
Yes, they might never read it, might not know your name, your face.
This is not to get their blessing, it's to stand in your own place. He stares down at all the paper like it's evidence in court.
Hands start shaking as he writes, I was cruel when I was bored.
I treated you as content, not as someone who could break.
I threw stones through glowing windows,
then pretended they were fake. Yeah. Later, Charlene lifts her camera, asks, is there anything you say? He looks straight into the red light like it's judgment, like it's fate. I once thought if I just log out, all my damage disappears.
Now I know I wasn't closing guilt, I was closing my own years.
Yeah. If I'm only ever perpetrator, never more than what I did,
then the ones who tell me don't give up,
are they lying? Is it rigged?
Tears are running down his jawline, shoulders caving as he speaks.
He says,
maybe I deserve prison,
but do I deserve new weeks.
Charling softly says, I'm angry for the pain that you helped cause, but I don't believe. When you start to live for yourself, you're 18 for the very first time.
Not a father, not an employee, not just someone else's spine. All those years you kept on breathing just to hold up others' lives.
Now this one small song you're singing is your own turn to arrive.
When you start to live for yourself,
you're 18 for the very first time.
When you start to live for yourself,
you're 18 for the very first time.
He walks in with worn out sneakers, application in his hand, shaky letters on the paper, 70 beneath his name.
On the line that asks for reason, he writes slowly, doesn't hide.
I have spent my whole life being dad and husband, not just I. Younger students start out whispering, he's our mascot, sweet and small, probably here to pass some time and take cute photos in the hall. But he sits in the front row chair, pen uncapped before the class, eyes more focused than the youngest on his brand new second chance.
Every homework, every question, he turns in before it's due. Ask the things the others swallow, things they're scared to say is truth.
Is it selfish
starting over when most of my years are gone?
Is it foolish to try singing if my voice is old, not young? He writes notes in tiny margins, I have always been the rock, held the roof up for my family, never checked my own small clock.
When the lesson says try resting, he repeats it like a prayer.
Whispers, if I pass this subject,
maybe I can pass on care.
Then a class,
write one short letter to yourself at age 18. Tell him what you wish you told him, not to fix, but just to mean.
The young ones write,
don't date this one,
study faster,
move away.
They correct their old decisions like their lives were tests they failed. He sits longer with his paper, then his hand begins to flow.
Dear 18-year-old who wanted just to sing and leave this road,
if you really want to sing, go, Dad will shout and shake his head. But you'll live a life more honest
than the quiet one I led. You will work and you'll be useful, you'll be called responsible, but you'll miss the songs inside you more than any missing gold.
At 70 I am writing from a tiny seaside town.
I am late, but I'm enrolling as myself, not someone else. When you start to live for yourself, you're 18 for the very first time.
Not the sum of all your duties, not the weight of every should.
I've been father, I've been worker, I've been strong one all my life.
Now I wanna feel one sunrise
where the light is you start to live for yourself, you're 18 for the very first time.
Truth is, I did not go singing when that letter could have gone. Chose the paycheck over stages, chose the factory over song.
Now my hair is mostly silver, lungs not what they used to be.
But this village by the shoreline gives a microphone to me.
Heron sets a small lamp softly in the sand beside his feet.
Says there's no exam tonight here,
just the ocean, you and breeze.
Neighbors gather, kids on driftwood, plastic chairs in crooked rows.
One picks up the first few measures of the song he never showed.
I breathe in like first day roll call, then I let my old voice out.
It is shaky, rough around it,
but it finally sounds like now. Every note a late apology to that boy who stayed at home.
Every line a small extension on this life I thought was done.
Afterwards I laugh and whisper, eyes half wet and half relieved.
I'm not asking life for minutes just to brag I did not leave.
I'm requesting extra innings, not to live a longer time.
I just wanna know how right life feels when I let it be mine.
Charlene smiles and wipes her lenses where the sea mist blurred the frame. Says the moment you live for you,
age just loses half its name.
When you choose your heart as reason,
not your title, not your file.
You're not 70 in that instant,
you're a kid who dares this smile.
In the second you sang honest to this water
and this sky,
you were not a tired grandpa, you were 18, newly alive.
When you start to live for yourself, you're 18 for the very first time.
Every too late on your calendar
melts inside that single line.
I have carried generations,
now I let my own feet. Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new.
Not returning to the last line just to prove you made it through.
You can choose to take that train back or to draw a different route.
Both I'll go and I'm not going can be brave if they are true.
Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new. Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new.
Midterm night, the room is dimmer, just the projector on the wall.
Don't sick writes in simple letters,
Reunion assignment for them all. Choose if you will face the places that once held or broke your name. Old apartment stairs and offices, old disasters, old remains. You can go to say what's unsaid, hand a resume or wave. Walk the street where something hurt you, map a path that doesn't stay. Or you can decide I won't go, that is also counted here. But you'll answer why you're choosing fear or peace or honest tears.
One by one, their poems were turning into white lines on the screen. By each name, a simple sentence, I'll go back or I won't leave.
Some say I will face my ex-love, say the things I never did.
Some say I'll return to hallways where I left my younger self.
Others write I won't go back there, not because I'm still afraid, but because the me I am now doesn't live on that old page. In the silence of the classroom, every yes and every no feels less like a right or wrong choice, more like skin they chose to own.
Dong-sik stands beside the whiteboard, marker, ink along his thumb.
Says restart is not a button labeled back to where you're from.
It is not about revisiting every hallway where you bled.
It's permission to admit the next page doesn't match your head.
Some of you will take that journey,
some of you will stay right here.
What we grade is not your courage,
it's your honesty with fear.
Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new.
Not a test of who can suffer through their old familiar wounds.
You can step back to an office or step sideways to a street.
Either way, the point is learning you're not chained to one repeat.
Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new. Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new.
The divorce lawyer's slide appears now, name and answer up in light.
It does not say see ex-husband, it says home, my parents' side.
Under where I choose to visit, she has written just one phrase:
I will go and tell my parents
I'm not as great as they say. I won't go to ask for closure from the man I used to love. I will go and say I'm weaker than the daughter you talk of. Not a journey to win anything, not a scene to slam a door, but a trip back to the childhood
where she wants to be seen more.
The engineer stands by the station with his backpack half decided. On the form he'd written I will go,
but maybe not inside it.
He walks past the glass-walled lobby of the company he knew.
Hears the buzz of keys and coffee, feels his old life humming through.
But he turns into a cafe just across the busy road.
Leaves his resume for bar work,
for a job that smells like roast.
He's not begging for his old badge, not pretending nothing's changed.
He's just proving he can step once into some place unexplained. When he writes a whimpered sideways on his after-class report,
Dong-sik smiles and simply tells him
that's still courage walking forth.
Go back.
Later Heron fills them standing with their slides upon the wall.
Each takes turns to say one sentence to the room and to themselves.
Some say I will not go back there,
that old story's not my home.
Some say yes, I ring that doorbell
just to say I'm moving on.
It's a chorus made of choices,
not of winners, not of scores.
And the thread that holds them gently is the thought they've heard before.
Dong-sik taps the frame and repeats it slowly for the class.
Restart's not return to last page,
it's admit next page, connect. Restarting isn't going back, it's letting the next page look new.
You're allowed to draw a future that does not retrace
that route. If you choose to face that person, if you choose to skip that town, both can be a kind of healing if you're not bowed down by must. You don't have to keep recycling. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
That's enough for us to call this one small season something else.
Some will walk out with a paper, some will stay and take more time.
Both the ones who graduate and audit crossed a hidden line. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
You didn't fix everything.
You just didn't give up on yourself.
In the yard by White Sands Schoolhouse, plastic chairs in crooked rows, sea breeze plays with simple ribbons. Someone tests the microphones. On a table lies a stack of not-so-fancy printed sheets. School of starting over, first term in blue ink at the peak. Under each name, no top ranking, just one line of what they tried. I went to therapy, sent a resume, told my parents how I cried. No big anthem, no valedictorian speech in perfect words. Just a crowd of tired people who still showed up to be heard.
The divorce lawyer steps forward, holding paper in both hands. She did not fix every story, did not find some perfect man.
But her line says, told my parents, I am not as strong as claimed.
She says softly, I admit it, I'm not who they framed me as.
The laid-off engineer certificate reads, sent my first CV.
Sent my first CV
to a place outside my sector.
Just one step, but it was he.
A young student, shaky wording, booked to therapy first time. Voice still trembles as they read it,
but the room responds with light.
Heron takes the mic and whispers,
this is not a hall of saints.
No one here has solved their story.
No one here has zero pain.
The small paper doesn't claim you're healed or better than before. It just says, on one small promise you came back and tried once more. Don't sick air only measure is I fell, then stood again. That's enough to mark this chapter as more brave than still the same.
Graduation here just means you kept your word to your past self, who wrote down a tiny wish once and believed you'd help them out. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
You completed one small promise to the you who first asked help.
You may still be full of questions. You may not know what is next,
but you're not the one who came here thinking
quitting was your best. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
Not all chairs are emptied quickly. Not all names are being called. Some stay seated in the back row, hands in pockets, eyes on the floor.
When asked softly, will you join them?
They just smile and shake their heads,
say I'll stay and take more classes.
I'm not finished with me yet. One writes, I prefer repeating on the form that asked return.
Another checks, I'll come later when I've practiced what I've learned.
Then the grandpa laughs and raises wrinkled fingers without shame.
Says I'll be an auditing student till my legs forget my name.
I don't need a fancy paper
To hang crooked in my room.
I just need a place that lets me keep on
Learning how to bloom.
Charlene looks across the faces,
Some with papers, some with none.
so some of you are here for diplomas,
For an arc that feels all done.
some of you just want a doorway that stays open when you fall.
Both are valid kinds of changing. Both are ways of choosing more.
The school isn't built like ladders where you either reach or fail.
It's a circle you can step out
Step back in
when you feel frail.
The real thing we celebrate here,
Isn't tassels, caps, or counts.
it's that you, despite your history,
Chose not to turn fully out. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
you're allowed to take this paper.
Or to stay and keep your desk.
Those who leave are simple sentences, those who stay for one more round.
All belong to the same family.
People not afraid of now.
To the part of you insisting you're unchanged, you're still the same.
The small line in your certificate
Says you showed up in your name. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself. You didn't fix everything. You just didn't give up on yourself.
The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet.
The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet.
Not just walls or gates or hallways, but the step you're brave enough to take
Every city, every cafe, every rooftop, every desk
turns into a quiet classroom when you choose not to forget yourself.
The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet. The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet.
White sands windows fade to morning in 100 distant towns. Some have oceans, some have subways, some have no clear campus ground. Once we thought you needed arches, one main gate to frame the tale. Now the story spills like sunlight down the streets where hearts turn brave. Every graduate and dropout, every soul who stayed to audit carries pieces of that shoreline into lives that keep evolving. They don't wear the same blue hoodies, hold no matching student cards, but they share one quiet sentence.
I can still restart my heart.
In the city up a stairwell, there's a door of glass and wood. On the plate in tidy letters,
Law office, simple, understood.
underneath in softer writing like a secret second line, we handle contracts, but we also handle starting over time. Clients come with stacks of papers, ink like ghosts of what they signed. She pours tea and says this ending doesn't cancel out your life. There's no campus flag above her, no school crest upon the wall, but each time she says you're allowed to leave, class begins for them for all.
What a school really is for her.
She remembers white sand sunsets,
Plastic chairs and salty breeze.
thinks the campus never vanished.
It just followed those who leave.
Every time she holds a story that believed itself too late. She's a teacher in a classroom that exists beyond that gate.
The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet.
In a tiny legal office where you learn you still deserve a next.
It's the courage to sign endings without calling yourself trash.
It's the moment you say,
Leaving doesn't mean my life won't last. The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet. The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself.
in a narrow corner cafe, cups and laptops share one bar. An ex-engineer wipes tables, plugs and charges, greets each heart. On the chalkboard by the menu, under latte, under tea, reads life schedule, workshop Tuesday. Bring your doubts and bring your
He
dreams.
shows students simple tables, color blocks across their days. First row isn't task or output, first row says what time you wake.
We can plan your work and deadlines, he says, smiling from his stool.
But we start by asking gently,
When does rest feel right to you? They all chuckle at the question, then they feel themselves rearrange. They're not only learning coding, they learn days can look less chained.
the former hater's quiet scream.
In a small, dim, rented bedroom, one blue screen lights up his face.
Once a hater, once a storm cloud.
Now a softer, hidden place.
He scrolls through another common thread where anger fills the feed. Someone trembling in the middle's being torn apart by tea.
He logs into Nano's profiles, no big photo, no blue badge. Leaves a single simple sentence where the cruelty feels like jagged.
You don't deserve to be treated like this, he types and sends.
It's a bandage on all damage,
But today it stops a trend.
no one knows he went to white sand.
No one sees a second star.
But this bedroom turns to classroom when he chooses a new heart. Back at White Sand every season, there's a wooden stage outside.
Grandpa shows up with his guitar jokes.
Your forever freshman's back.
He sings songs he once kept hidden as the warm-up freshman show.
Every verse a fresh enrollment.
I am still here, still can grow.
Inside rooms the chairs keep changing.
Courses shift and teachers leave.
Some old students now return here to teach.
What they came to seek.
The chalkboard says
New class this term,
half erased and
half in place.
how to stay when storms get louder, how to leave without self-hate.
The real school of starting over is wherever you're not done with yourself yet. In the grandpa's seaside singing.